I got a notification the other day from JohnPorler himself. It would seem he has reacted to my video. Now, I'm gonna react to his reaction to my video.
All right, here we go. It's probably gonna be the weakest reaction ever because I'm so tired, but
I hope it's not a hate video.
yeah, we'll see. Here we go.
Is JohnPorler an industry plant? This content creator has suddenly come up from nowhere. One moment, we were having a typical end of the year with the craziness that is the OSU World Cup, and now all of a sudden, this man is all over the place? You're seeing him all over OSU game. He keeps popping up on OSU Twitter. Fuck, he even somehow made it into the OSU house with BTMC?
OSU house, bro. One person in this house plays OSU. Everyone else quit.
That is the funny thing. But like, everyone calls it the OSU house anyways. Next thing you know, and he's in your basement, in your walls, accusing Saito of touching him.
What?
And now you're seeing him in your dreams? What the heck's going on? And
What
so
was that
naturally,
claim?
people have been saying that he... Okay, listen. I specifically remember that there was like a point, like somewhere in the city streams, like I remember seeing like a certain point in one of his like live or something, where I was just randomly checking in, where like the topic, like JohnPorler and Saito were like talking about something, and then the topic of like allegations came up or something, and it was like, I think like JohnPorler accused Saito of touching him, but jokingly. So that was what that was referencing to. But I couldn't find that clip, man. All those fucking bots expired. First industry plant. So this is what people have been calling JohnPorler this entire time. But in order to really see,
My dad is Peppy.
This is dad is all Peppy. Dude. Wait. That would actually be an industry plant then. If his dad was Peppy, really is. We need, by definition, to actually take a look at his YouTube channel. Alright, so here's his channel. Let's take a look at his oldest video. 5 months ago. You know, this is actually the second time I recorded this. I originally recorded this video in the middle of January, and I had to redo the video because some information in that original recording was out of date now, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just re-record it and we'll have like a different tone and whatever, because this new information is out. And then as I'm editing this video, Stu posts his video, and I'm like, now my recording is outdated again, probably. I just had to lock in and push this out anyways. It hasn't even been 6 months.
That is
his
true.
YouTube channel has had.
Okay, that's kind of like, you can say that about anything. It is. I'm not making the claim that it isn't early. It's very early in my YouTube career. But man, like, what if I had 8 months? Would he say it wasn't even 9 months? Like, that's just.
Well, to me, like within your first year, like if someone without that much of a history came in and suddenly collaborated with some of OSU's biggest content creators, like even if it's like 1 year into their journey, it depends though. It depends, because like if they're 1 year in and they only have 1,000 subscribers, then it's like, okay, what about the videos they made? Did any of them go viral enough to have enough people know about them to where it would make sense that something naturally came together, right? Because like, I'm not talking, well, I was talking about like a timeline as in like how many months had passed, but like I'm more so talking like in my head, and right now I'm like talking about like how much of a known history does he have with the OSU community as a content creator, relationship wise with the OSU community. Like, is he well established as a name, as a content creator, as someone who people know about, that makes content that people like to visit and come back to? How long has he had that position for? At the stage that his channel is in, at least back when this all started last year, there wasn't really much of a connection with the larger OSU community. The connection with the larger OSU community started after he appeared on BTMC's stream. That's when it happened. And so that's why there's a negative connotation. It's because most people saw him for the first time in BTMC's room. So that's why it's suspicious to most people.
That's kind of a silly com.
first
Yeah.
video, and I can try to imagine why people have.
I think
come to the
under a year
assumption
is
that
very
he
early.
is an industry plant. I'm sure it just started out with one person saying the term industry. Yeah, he said under a year. Yeah, that is really early. Like timeline wise, yeah, that's really early. And that's assuming that you've had enough growth to where like you've had enough exposure to where like people are aware of you, right? Let's keep watching industry plant.
You know, okay, I have an you want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy? I started the industry plant thing. It was a joke in the beginning. Now people take it so seriously.
I honestly am not surprised, dude. I am not surprised that, like, if that's true, I am not surprised because it sounds. Actually,
There,
though,
I admit it. I started the industry plant joke because it was a joke. No way. Yeah, it's true. I started the industry plant joke at Ed's house.
oh my god, as wildfire, as like incredible the main term here. But
industry plant doesn't,
eventually we keep scrolling
offend
down
me.
and boom, BTMC challenged me, and then not long after that, I teamed up with BTMC, and so within the span of maybe 4 to 5 months, it appears that he has sped ran a collaboration with the.
It doesn't
face
appear
of
that way.
Lucy
That is what happened.
himself,
That is exactly what
BTMC. Now, is this
Okay.
what it actually seems? I mean, I just said it appeared that way because I didn't want to come to assumptions. You know, like I'm not one to assume things. I'm one to stay open-minded and like readily available to accept corrections because things are not like, unless if they are confirmed by the actual party themselves, it's not confirmed, right? So yeah. Oh yeah, this is where I put the disclaimer in the video about the new information, aka Stu's video and some other videos probably that came up while I was editing this. I don't fucking know. He sounds like he's getting mad about it.
I
don't
am.
know if this is all I don't there is get to that it,
from
vibe but
him.
from an outside
It is.
perspective, only looking at his YouTube channel,
It definitely looks sus, but I mean,
that's
yeah.
what it looks like.
That's all it is.
And you may be wondering, what am I thinking? Well, to understand what I'm thinking,
I mean, what do I have to
let's
gain
go
about lying
ahead
about that?
and unravel my perspective on what
If I was
I've
friends with Ed before, bro,
quietly
I'd be on every video.
been watching unfold throughout this entire time. All right. So the first time I saw JohnPorler was when someone mentioned him or shared one of his videos in BTMC's chat one morning.
Really?
Or afternoon. And so BTMC, naturally, he reacted to the video and he was like, yeah, I've actually been watching this guy's videos for some time. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And then he started to critique him about clickbait and all that.
Who remembers
And
the
after saying
clickbait
that and giving
saga?
More feedback.
That was one of my
Encouraging
favorites.
JohnPorler
That was one of my
to
favorites.
pop off. You know, my original video was actually gonna like touch on the clickbait saga, whatever however he said it, a bit more, but you know, the script changed and everything, and take a challenge to beat him, because I did watch his videos. I did check them out, a score or something, and JohnPorler does exactly that and cements this direct interaction with BTMC.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is my first video, like the BTMC challenge me video that actually flopped beyond compare. It ended up happening because when BTMC reacted to my video, he was like, you know, I don't want to use the word mocking, but kind of like, you know, exaggerating my titles and thumbnails and like intros of my video because they're high energy and they're like, you know how it is. And so he was like, after he failed a map, I was in chat and he was like, no way, new video. And he's like, I played BTMC's top 5 plays. And then he's like, but then in the video, you're going to play it in halftime. And so as the joke, in the video, he challenged me. I played his top 5 plays and I did them all in halftime. And believe it, I actually did terrible, believe it or not. They were still really hard.
Then BTMC sees JohnPorler's feet on stream during the Osu World Cup.
Oh shit, he edited it. Yo!
He sees JohnPorler's feet on stream during the Osu World Cup.
Okay, he got the image. He didn't get Ed's reaction to it. Like the way it happened on Ed's live stream was he was just like going through the Osu category and seeing like, oh my god, everyone's stream looks the same. They're all watching the Osu World Cup. And then he clicks on JohnPorler's stream because he's like, oh shit, JohnPorler's streaming. The moment he clicks on the stream, JohnPorler like lays his feet in front of the camera and then he loses his shit.
And says that
That was the clip I wanted to put on the fucking video, but I couldn't. I don't know. No one clipped that moment. Did no one clip? It seemed like no one clipped that moment.
And the VOD was also expired. Porler's the future of Osu content. BTMC acknowledges that JohnPorler is bringing game to the table, and that he may have some competition as the face of Osu content.
I wouldn't say that.
If he leaves them unchecked. I'm just trying to make this look silly. Like, don't take my words seriously. I'm just adding some pizzazz to it, okay? Yeah, what I said there is basically just like adding some spiciness to what Edward had already said on his streams a couple times, I think. Then BTMC reached out to JohnPorler in DMs. And then the question of...
Hey, respect to this guy for fixing his, for fixing that. That was
yeah, that was the one thing I had to fix while editing this.
Collaboration came up, which led to JohnPorler literally flying over to the Osu house within a couple days of said interaction. Interaction.
It's like 7 days after.
And there you go. Within just the span of a couple months, he had gone from uploading his first video to speedrunning a direct in-person collaboration with the face of Osu content himself, BTMC, and also getting along with other Osu figures and content creators at CD's invitational event.
Dude, he's in optimal missionary position. I can fuck this shit up right now. I can fuck this shit up right now.
Oh,
That's what the
Rekik made it into the video.
accusations came from.
Rekik.
And this
No way.
is why I believe people are bringing in the term industry plant.
Not gonna lie, there were a lot of funny clips from his streams at the CD's meetup.
That's because literally, like, from an outside perspective, he just, for most people, he
Are you
literally
reacting
just
to?
showed up
Oh,
on
that's a video about
BTMC
me.
stream in his fucking room, where he streams himself
Dude.
playing Osu and
Dude.
Genshin and Minecraft and artistry, which is also Minecraft and other things.
I don't know. Personally, maybe it's because I'm the person, but I don't think like it's that crazy that like I collabed with Ed that early. Like he literally reaches out to every new content creator.
Yeah.
The difference is I actually did something with it. I'm not saying he invites every new content creator to his house, but like I would always just bring up like jokingly or like whatever how like I'm kind of a nobody to him or whatever, and he would always like seriously like shut it down and be like, I do not care about followers.
Not to come
That
to
sounds
assumptions.
about
of
right.
what
And that was
happens,
off camera
right.
too. Like that, he's
So,
not playing that
with
up.
all of this in mind, what do I personally think? Well, originally, I would have said, I don't fucking know. Because
Yeah, that makes sense. if
I-
you didn't know.
You can kind of tell like which parts of the video I kind of just went off script and which parts of the video I snapped back onto script. This is one of the parts of the videos where I went off script.
I would also say.
don't want to think he's an industry plant. Like, I'm sure it's just...
It's fine because it's an Osu Yap video. Like you're supposed to yap in a yap video. It's fine. It's fine.
completely coincidental that all of these things just happened. You know, look.
People are not going to be
If
happy in
this
5
was
days.
an actual industry
Uh-oh.
plant, I am sure for a fact that it actually, like, that all of this would have been engineered to look more natural
If I was an
and
industry
organic.
plant, bro, I don't think I'd be fucking live for 16 days straight and uploading before I was live, uploading a video every 3 days. I don't think an industry plant edits all their own work, does all their own streams, makes their own thumbnails, and
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I don't even know why I have to say that.
It would have
Yeah.
been, like, planned.
I mean, it's completely fair. I think you had to say it. Like you had to say it, right? He had to say it because everyone's fucking telling him that he's an industry plant. Like, and he's not wrong. If he were an actual industry plant, he would have already outsourced all of this work to other people, and he would already have like his own like team, like, and be paying everyone and everything, and like have this super structured content system and everything, and like he would have employees and shit. He doesn't. So no, it's completely valid that he had to say that there, because that's the reality of what an actual industry plant would look like.
You know what? No. You know what's easier?
More
I am an
meticulously
industry
to
plant.
make it seem natural.
I am an
that,
industry plant.
Oh,
there
he
you go.
built up a
Now there's no
relationship with
argument.
BTMC. It wasn't just all
Ain't no way.
spontaneous. Or, I mean, I'm just assuming things. I don't know if it was actually spontaneous or not. But
I am an industry
at the
plant.
end of it all, I think it's all just like this all just happened to happen naturally.
God, you
You
can.
know, key things just seem to happen at just the right
I
time.
didn't fix the camera
by
frame
chance.
That is true.
And
until
Chad,
the
if you work
stream
every day, you'll
afterwards.
never
Yeah.
miss your lucky day.
JohnPorler happen to become friends.
Imagine I didn't stream the OSU World Cup because I didn't get many viewers because Emrek and BTMC
There's
and
like
OSU
20
Live
viewers, I think.
and Spaza and Rafis and Bubbleman. All these people are live at the exact same time, bro. I literally got like maybe a third of the viewers I normally got, which at the time was like 20. So imagine I didn't stream the OSU World Cup because what's the point? I get no viewers.
It's relative.
And then imagine I
It's
didn't give my
relative.
absolute all and do it every single week. Where every single week I had more and more props, doing more and more. It's for the love of the game. You know, you got to ask yourself these questions.
Yeah. It's for the love of the game. I mean, I wouldn't be making OSU content if I didn't love OSU, right? I would have probably made videos about other games or something. Oh, yeah. If I had 20 viewers during that OWC stream that I was doing, I would have been, well, I don't know if I would have noticed. I probably wouldn't have noticed. But if I looked back and realized, oh my god, I had 20 viewers, I mean, that would have been my response. I would have been like, oh my god, I had 20 viewers. That's cool. I don't average anywhere near that many viewers, dude. Which is why I said it's relative. It's relative. It's completely relative.
Imagine I didn't stream the OSU World Cup because what's the point? I get no viewers. And then imagine I didn't give my absolute all and do it every single week. Where every single week I had more.
You don't get it. He just met BTMC and now he's a villain. I think so. You know, I think I haven't seen anyone really just come out and say this straight up. But I think there's a lot of jealousy pointed towards JohnPorler, even from other OSU content creators. I don't have any specific examples, but I get like I like reading the tone of some of the messages and things and tweets and stuff that I see from even other OSU content creators about JohnPorler is like they're like jealous that he ended up like getting together with BTMC so quickly or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to define this tone of jealousy, but like it kind of feels like people are jealous of him. And so people are just like looking for new reasons to hate him because JohnPorler being an industry plant, I think it's debunked. I don't see how he's an industry plant. So then what's the next reason to hate this guy? What's the next reason to tie this jealousy to, right? That's what I'm getting, at least. That's like a kind of vibe I might be getting from like what's going on here. Yeah, BTMC is just like anyone else. We're all human. We just like OSU. We play OSU. We like making funny videos about OSU. Come on, man. It's not that deep. I say this in the video. It's not that deep. We just want to make funny videos about OSU. BMC had Vaxe at his house one day. The Vaxe. But that's the difference, right? The Vaxe versus JohnPorler. Everyone already knew who Vaxe was. Vaxe was a top player already. He had already set infamous plays, so it's not a surprise that he would have visited BTMC at his house. Same thing with Emrek. It's like the same thing. Like top player meets top, like Fire UH is at BTMC's house, but they're all top players. They all have past history with each other. They're all like well-received figures in the community that people look up to and people like find as inspirational and et cetera, et cetera. So like it just makes sense. Like, oh yeah, the pieces would have fallen together for them to eventually meet up, right?
More props, doing more and more. It's for the love of the game.
He still streams, you know.
These questions.
He actually he started to stream more lately.
I don't think there's anything more to that. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's as deep as the OSU community is making it out to be. Especially not deep enough to fucking make a call for an execution. Sending him death threats? Come on, OSU
that's evil.
Why do we have to do this? It's like,
I think I lingered on this topic a little bit too
like
long in my video.
We had the thing that happened with Aaron's
Better get to Yab
channel,
video.
Fucking sending death
Yab on it.
Oh yeah, don't send
a
death
rising
threats.
OSU content creator. Dude,
Yeah.
what is
geek.
it's about that time of the year.
I think
isn't
he's
it,
also
huh?
like 15
It's
though,
about
so it's like, what are you gonna do? I was probably a geek at 15, playing Fortnite.
This can't be a coincidence, right? Like it's like new year, new death threat campaign. So like
His voice is so
I'm sure,
sensual.
like, someone else. Thank you, JohnPorler. Since high school, I've had people tell me that my voice was like Morgan Freeman version 2.0 upon other shit. I appreciate this input, JohnPorler.
Very soothing.
A conversation like this, but death threats. Fucking death threats? Really? You want this person to die
Yeah, like that's
for
crazy.
trying to make Osu content? There was also some interesting things I saw someone else bring up on Twitter where, like, it was like, oh, he started off by copying all of Binfi's older content. Okay? And who cares? Listen. In order to learn how to make Osu content, you have to kind of take the templates of what has worked before from other channels and implement it and put it into practice.
Classic yoink and twist with the
You
death
can try
threats.
and twist it and like yoink and twist it.
What the
as
fuck?
Ludwig would say.
What the?
Okay. And
That's
It's the
kind of
same thing.
crazy.
and make it more interesting.
3 people at the same time. Somehow our brains connected on that one level to say yoink and twist.
You want to
and make it
post you
more
clicking
original,
circles? Execution.
But that still gets in the way. Listen, when I made my 10-hour Big Black video, I was desperate. I was absolutely depressed at the state of my channel and not making content.
10
for
hours
like
of
2
Big Black
years
is evil.
after I pledged to myself to start making higher effort content.
I probably would not have made that video if I wasn't so desperate. Not gonna lie. It was literally like, fuck, it's been way too long since I made a higher effort video on my channel. I need to make anything. Okay, you know what? This Saturday, fuck it. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna stream myself playing the Big Black for 10 hours. Literally within the same week. It was completely spontaneous and unplanned like that.
For the Osu community, I had stopped. And
Two
I
Ludwig
was
Glazers
desperate
meet.
to make
Ludwig's like, go.
anything to get the momentum going, anything to get the ball rolling, any bit of content. And so from my perspective, I don't care that I don't care if it's true that if JohnPorler blatant apparently completely
I didn't
I like how I try to say like 5 words here.
even do
these
that
older
too.
videos.
But
So it was a complete coincidence. Yeah, go figure. You know what else is a coincidence? The fact that JohnPorler made a video about exploring if you could play Osu with an Apple Vision Pro. That was a video idea I had to I had been working on or I had planned together roughly since like 1 or 2 years ago. And he got to it before I could. It's okay. I have a different idea that'll work out.
Silly to get mad about, dude.
what do you got?
Those were his first videos, right? He's just trying to learn how to make long-form Osu content. And this is where the other thing comes in that I was going to bring up earlier. This isn't his first endeavor in making Osu content. Turns out, he has a TikTok account
Retweet.
with over 200,000 followers. This isn't his first attempt at making content. It's not his first attempt at making content. He's done this before.
Classic TikTok mention. Oh fuck! Why didn't I say that?
What is that reaction? Hold on. Wait, I need to slow this down. Hold on, what is this reaction?
Not his first attempt at making content. He's done this before.
Classic TikTok.
The moment his eyes move back towards the main screen where he's watching the video,
Mention. Oh.
he starts reciting this meme. I don't know what that means, but that's insane. It's like the meme took over his brain and he started like saying the meme as it was on the screen.
Oh fuck! Why didn't I say that? Oh, that would have been.
Why did I make it sound like he can't have a TikTok account? What do you mean? I don't think I said that. What I said was, oh, turns out he has a TikTok account. Like, this isn't his first time making content. He's had prior experience on TikTok. That's what I meant in the video. Like, everyone has a TikTok account. I don't have a TikTok account. I don't use TikTok. I know other people that don't use a TikTok account. Not everyone uses TikTok, Lemon. Get with the time. I don't use TikTok, okay? I don't have an account.
Such a 10 out of 10 joke. Oh, nah, Chad, fuck you guys, bro. I always take my good jokes from you guys. No one said that.
He's just
This is like when you think of like the best comeback to say in an argument like a week later. I will say one thing though is that TikTok videos and long form YouTube videos are very, very different. I mean, not to downplay it at all. Like, obviously, yeah,
they are very different. Trying to like, if you want to build a community, you have to do it through long form videos. You will not build that concrete of a community with shorts, at least not in the OSU space. Just look at any OSU shorts creator. Okay, just look at any OSU shorts creator and you'll see anytime they try to make a long form video, less than 0.5% of the people that subscribe to those that subscribe to OSU shorts channels actually stick around as part of their community, is what I see from the outside. In a way, OSU shorts channels, like if OSU shorts creators are wanting to build a community, then they're kind of doing it backwards, because you kind of want to, if you want to build a community that sticks around and like likes you for you and like enjoys your content because it's what you've made and you've added that value and they appreciate that, then you have to do it through long form, because short form, it's harder for people to remember people in short form. There are people who, like, short form creators do have a community, but it is very disproportionate to their actual size as a creator, and that you cannot deny. Expand into the long form area,
a lot of things on
build
TikTok
up his reputation as an
YouTube.
OSU content creator, and help bring. This is just something I've heard someone say, someone else say. He's just trying to make OSU more mainstream, is what I get. Or I actually don't know if he's trying to make OSU mainstream, but it was just something I heard someone say. Maybe it was Ed. I don't know.
I'm also like just not even trying to do that. Like, I hate to be the one to say it. Like, if new people play because of me, I think that's really cool, because I played because of people like White Cat, and he's still my hero. So like, if new people play because of me, that's cool, but it's not my goal. I didn't come to make OSU more mainstream. I don't sit in my room with my little chalkboard.
Why the OSU community chalkboard? Okay, so he's from the White Cat era. I see. It's like it's full. That's where elitists. That's when he got into it.
Yeah,
that's like the point where like I kind of started to check out of like following what like top scores were being made and stuff.
Come to make OSU more mainstream. I don't sit in my room with my little chalkboard.
Why the OSU community does it? It's like it's full of elitists or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. But whenever someone new,
maybe that editing. If anyone compares my editing to Mr. Beast's current editing, they might be a little delusional. Mr. Beast has a team of like 100 people on salary,
and they dare. You see, and again, if he had 100 people on salary, then yeah, he's an industry fucking plant. But he's not. He's not. To even show any amount of personality, he doesn't have that doesn't match the already popular people in the OSU space. It's a fucking witch hunt. It's a fucking like sticks and stones break their bones, and what's left is just the dust of someone who tried to lift the OSU space and content space to higher heights.
Yeah, and this definitely happens everywhere. I don't want people to think it's just OSU community that like shits on people. This definitely happens everywhere. It's just the fact that OSU is a tight knit community. It's so much. It's hard to miss it.
Here.
Also, it's like at 3,000 subscribers, what other community am I even getting anyone talking about me?
Is JohnPorler was simply just actively present as a content creator and wasn't afraid to be where he needed to be to receive the luck that was
luck is just
interaction.
Luck is just preparation meeting opportunity.
I kind of wish I said this part. I agree with what he says about luck being preparation to meet opportunity. That's a nice way to put it. I kind of wish I put what I said in this part of the video together a bit better. I think the proper way I was wanting to say this was, well, to preface, I don't believe in luck. Luck doesn't exist. Good luck, bad luck, it's all just coincidence to me. It doesn't actually exist. However, what people call luck in this context is just simply being consistent and showing up and putting in the work and just being in a position to receive a coincidental opportunity
that can be perceived as lucky. So being consistent and showing up is the only thing you have to do to one day be lucky as a content creator. And that's lucky with quotation marks. With
Retweet.
BTMC
Retweet.
and other creators. He was
Do not
just
redeem.
present. He put himself on the spot.
What are we
That's
redeeming?
it.
Oh, highlight
I
my
think it's
message.
just
Do
a
not redeem.
coincidence
Do not redeem the
that
card.
it looks like he's
I thought we
an
left
initial
JohnPorler in
plan from the
2024.
outside.
No, I'm
Like,
still here.
I don't
I got
think
till
it's actually
2026.
real. Okay. My bottom line is we need more Osu content.
Retweet.
I don't care if it's slop. We have
Wait,
to start from
what was-
somewhere.
What?
And sometimes people
my
have
shit's
to
kinda good.
start from slop before. By the way, I'm not saying his content is slop. I'm not saying that JohnPorler's content is slop. I can see how things could be perceived that way. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general, even slop content is content, and eventually it can evolve into something that isn't slop content. Like slop content existing is an indicator that a content space is growing, period. That the content space is growing and that more people are becoming interested in creating content for a niche. Build themselves up to
I
be
thought it
able
was-
to make something
thought it was
that
good.
isn't considered slop. All right? And listen, I've also fallen the slight this is crazy. No, that's how they're seeing it. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean to call his content slop. Oh,
man.
Content molasses syndrome, or OCMS for short. My
Slop
own uploads
content
have slowed
retweet.
down, and
Slop
while I'm
content retweet.
working behind the scenes to streamline my own content creation process, I just
But now
want to
you're not
make
missing
funny
out.
things.
It's just a
and I
silly
think
little song.
JohnPorler is just trying to make funny things.
Yeah, retweet. I'm
Listen,
about to fart.
it's not
Once
that
again.
deep.
Retweet.
Oh, awkward.
He's just trying to make
Retweet.
things funny.
Chad, have you
He's
heard
just trying
that?
to make funny
My
Osu
fault.
content.
Industry plan confirmed.
And just because his humor doesn't
Okay.
match your humor, come on, man. Here's what's going on, right?
I think JohnPorler should fart himself.
The reason
Personally.
why I think
Shitty jokes.
some people,
Shit Osu gameplay.
including BT. You know what? Shout out. No, props to him for actually watching the whole fucking video. I would have clicked off this fucking video like 15 times already, but that's just me because my attention span is kind of different. I respect him for actually watching the whole thing through. TMC
Shit
are saying
tournament performance.
JohnPorler is the future of Osu content is because he's not afraid to bring in humor that doesn't already align with the humor
Retweet.
that's within the Osu content space. He's bringing in humor that people in the content space, that people in the Osu community would call normie humor, normal people humor. Like, I think the way I said it earlier is better than how I say it in this video. Yeah, it's just like his target audience's sense of humor is just different from what he's trying to bring. Like with that one tweet, he's gearing it towards the Osu community, but the sense of humor doesn't match the humor that the Osu community usually has. And so it did the opposite, like I said earlier, and it repelled. It caused massive repel, and it pushed away the Osu community, and they were like grossed out by it or whatever. So yeah,
I think it just resembles New Phase a lot, which is like
some
it's not
New
crazy.
Phase?
I'm with the same
Like
age
Phase
as all of
Clan?
them, and like we all grew up in the same generation, grew up watching the similar people, and now I watch them.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that FaZe Clan was a thing. Does the FaZe Clan make content? Are they just like an esports team or something?
And they're inspirations to me. They're people I want to be like. They were literally all top 10 on Twitch last year. I mean, yeah, I think my humor like strictly resembles FaZe. I mean, you could
Mhm.
really see it in like the emotes we use in chat. They get all my emotes for the most part.
Okay, I
from
get that.
FaZe.
I can
Yeah,
understand that. I
retweet.
don't know.
At least that's
I have
what
my
I'm
own
getting
version
from
of that.
his
Yeah.
most recent tweet that
At least
that
they're
led
not showing
to
the entire
entirety
video.
of OC Twitter to send him death threats. I still can't get over that, dude. Within the first half of 2024 was when Aaron like had that whole thing happen to him where he got all those death threats. Now it's JohnPorler. Who's it gonna be next year, OSU community?
Hopefully me
Who's
again.
it
I
gonna
don't want to
be?
fall out of the
Is it
spotlight.
gonna be me? Are you gonna tell me to
Fair
die?
enough, fair
Shove
enough.
his face to die?
Fair
I get
enough. I can't be
attention,
mad
still
about that.
attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
if he wants to stay in the spotlight, I mean, that's good on him. Honestly, I mean, like he might as well. Like it's not like any of this can be undone, right? The community is gonna be the way the community is, and people are gonna remember shit. So until they forget shit, of course, because that also happens. But yeah.
I'm gonna.
I mean, after the
bring
2
in
John
my
Porler
own
exposed
weird
videos, I had
humor.
the
Just you wait. Just you
most
wait.
successful day in the
I
700-thon.
got my own silly shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be weird. I'm gonna be.
I go to
freaky,
jail.
And you're gonna hate it or love it or whatever. It's here.
It's also like the people that hate me
Instead
for the
of
jokes I
shooting
make
down
weren't
you-
watching me before anyway, so it's like, who cares? Like
Yeah,
and they're not gonna
that
watch
is
me in
true.
the
You're not
future.
losing anyone.
Yeah, I'm not losing anyone. It's just a bunch of geeks on Twitter that need their 5 seconds of fame.
Props to him for saying that. Honestly, like go off on that, because yeah, like he's just trying to find an audience, or no, he's not finding an audience. He's just making content that he finds funny, and if he finds it funny, someone else will find it funny. It doesn't have to be everyone else, but if at least one other person finds it funny, then eventually he's gonna find his own little, like, it'll be the other way around. Other people that have a similar sense of humor will find him naturally, and he will build it, and his community will be built up in that way, because they have similar, like, they have similar senses of humor, they think similar, etc., etc.
It's like, go for it. I hope you get your impressions.
Creators entering into the space. We should be celebrating that another person.
The people who
has
stick around
decided that
matter
they
the most.
want to make Osu content at
Retweet.
all.
Retweet.
We should be encouraging newer
dude.
creators to
Take
make
that.
more Osu content rather than casting doubts and hate towards them for even trying in the
fucking
first
tweets.
place. The more Osu content creators the community has, the more it will have a chance to grow the game. How many people have been introduced to the game through Osu content on YouTube?
Few.
Think about it. I know I'm just saying this as a smaller creator who hasn't created much content
Rage
yet.
baiting without a blue check is
But I
crazy.
think
Yeah, they
the
don't even
point
get
still
paid for it. They're just doing it for
If
the love of the
anything,
game.
I'm supportive
Fucking
of
love,
him
bro.
creating more OC content.
I am. How?
I don't know exactly what he's going to be bringing to the table next.
Nothing. I'm
But
not
I'll be
living my
watching.
life. You know, so.
And listen, I'm going to
Yeah,
be real
so-
for a couple
In
of
that cup.
seconds, so please spare me some time here.
Does
I've
he
been
watch this part
struggling
of the
with a
video?
lot, behind the scenes.
Oh no.
And,
This took a 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, but should I react to this part? Probably not. I don't want another Bimpy situation.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
people are gonna
Biffy.
misconstrue that shit again.
Yeah.
Bimpy's
You should watch it on
situation.
your own time. Though.
I'll
Just,
I'll
like,
watch the
support
rest of this
community.
video after, but I'm not gonna watch it on the
Yeah.
stream. Good video. W guy.
Good video. Good video.
Good video, W guy. I mean, it seems
Woohoo.
like the consensus of every other video. Like, yeah, he's just doing his own thing. Don't be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, good video.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't watch that last part on stream. Would have been awkward. Good takes overall. I don't really see anything terrible. Like, I think I already, like, kind of reflected my thoughts on what he had to say in his reaction here. Okay, what should I comment? Retweet. 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 Yeah, retweet. All right. God damn. God damn. God damn.